welcome to my Norwex launch party. My name is Heather Rockner, and I want to thank you all for joining me tonight and taking the time out of your evening to spend some time with me. So recently I got into using Norwex products. It's probably been about a month ago. I absolutely love them. I cannot say enough great things about them. Before using Norwex, was using all kinds of chemicals in my house to clean with. There's a cabinet that was locked to keep my son out of there because I had to worry about him getting into those chemicals. Now that I'm using the Norwex cleaners, I no longer have to worry about that. I have a few cloths that I use, and most of the time you just use water with it, and that is what is cleaning my house. And so it's safe for him. It's better for us in the house. It's cleaning a lot better than what the chemicals were. I don't know if you have ever looked at the back of the Clorox wipes. Those were my go-to when I was cleaning. But if you look in the back on the directions, it says that you have to use enough wipes to treat the surface so that it remains visibly wet for 4 minutes. So this Clorox bleach has to sit on your counter, your table, whatever you're cleaning for 4 minutes in order for it to sanitize the surface that you're trying to clean. I don't know about you, but I don't want that stuff sitting around on my counter for 4 minutes and then having to go back and wipe it off. That just does not seem safe to me. And I was not using it correctly. I was using them, wiping everything down, drying it off, and going. So therefore, I had never read it. And so my surfaces were not getting as clean as they should be. Now that I'm using Norwex, it's so much faster with cleaning. I've cut my time way down on being able to clean the house so I can get it done faster, spend more time with my son. There is no reason to keep a locked cabinet in my house anymore. These cloths are all safe for him to use, and so I no longer have to keep that locked up. So tonight I'm going to introduce you to a couple of my favorite products from Norwex so far. The first one is called the Enviro Cloth, and this one you can use to clean just about anything. You can clean your tables, your counters, your stove. You can wipe your toilets, your tub, anything you can think of that you want to clean, you can use the Enviro Cloth to clean. It is made out of microfiber. And the microfiber that is in here is the size of 1/200th of a human hair. For something to be considered microfiber, it has to be 1/6. So if you think about the size of one of your little hairs, 1/200th of that is the size of the microfiber that is in this cloth. If you were to unravel this cloth, then you would have enough microfiber that would stretch from the top of Canada to the Gulf of Mexico in this one cloth. That's pretty amazing. So what the cloth is doing is it's not necessarily disinfecting your surfaces, but it is removing the bacteria from your surface. So whenever you get your cloth wet and say you are going to cook chicken and you get chicken juice all over your counter, you take the cloth, wet it, wipe the area where the chicken juice is, and then you take it back to the sink, run water over it, rinse it out, and all of that bacteria from the chicken is washing away down the sink. So what allows that to happen is there is something in this called microsilver, and that is an anti-bac agent, and it helps the cloth to self-purify itself. So after you've wiped up that chicken and you've rinsed it all down the sink, then you set your cloth out to dry, let it air dry, and the next morning you go pick it up and you eat some cereal for breakfast. You need to clean up the mess from that. You get it wet again, wipe up your mess from your cereal, and you are not cross-contaminating anything. So everything is nice and safe because this cloth has that anti-bac microsilver in there that allows all the bacteria to just go away so you're not spreading it around your house. As I said, this cloth can be used for everything, and I love it so far on everything that I've tried it on. The next cloth that I'm going to talk to you about is called the window cloth. It's this nice purple cloth. Some of them are pink as well. This cloth can be used on windows, mirrors, stainless steel, granite countertops. It's kind of a polishing cloth. So you think purple, pink for polishing. This cloth works best if it is just barely damp or dry. And so you would wipe off your windows, and this would be polishing them to make them look extra shiny. Before, I would use Windex and paper towels, and when you spray the Windex on your window, wipe it down with your paper towel, you're leaving behind all kinds of lint, sometimes some streaks. No longer have that problem now that I'm using this cloth. There have been a couple of times that there's been something extra sticky from fingers touching windows and stuff on there. So what I do is I use my Enviro cloth, I get it wet, rub the window down with it, and then I take my window cloth and go back and dry it off with the window cloth, and it makes it extra shiny. You can also, as I said, use it on stainless steel appliances, and it kind of helps polish the stainless steel and make that shiny as well. The last thing that I'm going to talk to you about tonight is the dusting mitt. It's right here. It's literally just a mitt, fits on your hand, and you can take it and wipe down anything that gets dusty. It has a static charge to it, so instead of just swiping the dust around and maybe moving it to a new area, it is actually picking up the dust in this cloth, in this mitt, and taking it away from that area. They also have a lint brush that's like a rubber brush that you can use to swipe the mitt off with, and it will take all the hair and dust, and you can swipe it into the trash can right off of the mitt. So this thing is really neat. Jackson likes to wear this one and go around and touching stuff and dusting with it as well. So it's super simple to use. Love the dusting mitt. There is a demo now that I'm going to show you. I am going to take butter, I'm going to rub it all over my microwave and show you how easy it is to remove with the Enviro cloth. Okay, so I brought you just a little bit closer to the microwave so that you can see this. So I have just a stick of butter right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to smear it all over my microwave front. Okay, so you can see the butter up there now. Okay, and then I'm just going to take the Enviro cloth and we're just going to wipe that away.
I can turn on the mine.
Sorry. Jackson, go in there. Alright, so if you look at the microwave now, all of the butter is completely removed. I just used the Enviro cloth to dry. All of the butter is now on here. Now what you can do is you can go back with the window cloth and you can wipe down the stainless steel part and make that nice and shiny and get all of the rest of the butter off of there. Okay, so that was the cloth. That was super easy to use. When you think about butter being on your microwave, it's usually sticky mess. You smear it around everywhere. My microwave is no longer sticky and a mess. I wiped it off with the cloth and it's all gone. So as I said, I love this product, love these cloths, and I think that you will enjoy them in your house as well. So if anybody has any questions, I'm going to be around for a little while. There will be a couple more posts coming up. So if you just refresh your browser or go back to the event page, you'll start to see notifications where the new pages are going to pop up with the next thing that I'm going to show you. All right, so if you have any questions, let me know.